Welcome. In this session, we would discuss on Swachh Bharat Mission, the cleanliness drive across India. Now, this is a very important topic. Since 2014, we have moved with the idea of a new mission, a revived mission, which is known as Swachh Bharat Mission, which is mainly for removing the waste and mainly the solid waste. Now, here we need to understand that this scheme has been implemented in two segments, the rural segment and the urban segment. So, it is called as Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, that's for the rural, and Shehri for the urban. So let's talk about the evolution first. So in 1954, after independence, we came up with a program which was for sanitation drive, and this was specifically in the rural areas. Then from 1980 to 90 was the period of a decadal period for safe drinking water and sanitation issues. Then this program, which was the rural sanitation program, was revived as Central Rural Sanitation Program, finally changing into a total sanitation campaign and finally into Swachh Bharat Mission. So what is the key idea here? To remain healthy, what is required? Proper sanitation and clean drinking water. Now with health issues, if neither the water is pure or there are sanitation issues, it could lead to waterborne diseases, it could lead to communicable diseases, and it could impair the ability of a person to actually do productive work. So consuming unsafe drinking water, improper disposal of excreta, or improper environmental sanitations or lack of personal hygiene could be some of the reasons which could be attributed to major diseases. Now, to rule that out, it's really important to understand that this idea of Swachh Bharat Mission brought on the 2nd October 2014 was an inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi and his drive, and it was a tribute to him on his 150th anniversary that in 2019 the Swachh Bharat Mission was divided into two subdivisions as rural and urban, and was further implemented with a more rigorous way. So under the urban mission, the major idea is to bring in behavioral changes for sanitation practices, remove any kind of open defecation, so open defecation free, then convert the insanitary toilets into flush toilets, handle the garbage which was previously manual handling, now it had to be segregated, and proper segregation of dry and wet waste have to be done, and linking the sanitation with the health schemes. So that was part of the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban. Coming on to the other side of the picture is the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, which aims to eliminate open defecation by all means, improve cleanliness, motivate communities to adopt sustainable practices for sanitation, encourage technologies for ecological sustainable sanitation, and finally develop community managed sanitations for solid and liquid waste management. So those are some of the issues that have been raised under Gramin. Now if we focus on the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, the detailed understanding of that would say that we would focus on first of all ODF, that is open defecation free regions, eliminating open defecation by all means, providing toilets to each and every family, construction of soak pits, construction of stabilization ponds for grey water management, then collection and storage facilities for plastic waste, biodegradable waste management by means of two methods, one is composting, the second is biogas plants, fecal sludge management as another important aspect, and then community sanitation assets to be developed under the Gram Panchayats in rural areas. So those are some of the ideas which have been laid down under Swachh Bharat Mission, the rural component of it. Now since the rural component of it focuses predominantly on open defecation free India, so there are three stages under which region could be defined as open defecation free. So that the open defecation free ODF was the first point. Then there was the concept of ODF plus, which was released. So this ODF plus has three components: aspiring, rising, and model. The aspiring says the village would attain a ODF status and the arrangements for the solid waste management and liquid waste management would be done. Under the rising status, both have to be done. Here either one has to be taken care of. Either you are talking about the solid or the liquid waste. Here you would be focusing on managing solid as well as liquid waste. And under the ODF plus model towns, what is the key aspect? Under the model towns, it is the solid plus the liquid waste that would be managed with minimum litter, minimum wastewater, no plastics, and then information, education and communication messages related to the solid and the liquid waste. So these are the three important criteria that have to be fulfilled under ODF plus. Now, one very important thing that we would understand here is the issues which have been demarcated under the Swachh Bharat mission have been classified into two components. One is the household and environmental sanitation. The second is personal hygiene, right? So let's talk about the components of each separately. So under household and environmental sanitation, the idea is the steps for proper waste disposal. Then talking about water supplies, food safety, personal hygiene. But personal hygiene we would cover separately in the separate section under Swachh Bharat mission. So for now, focusing on the household and sanitation, there are four aspects attached to it. One is the cleanliness of the household. The second important is reducing the atmospheric pollution. The third important is conserving the energy. And the fourth important point here is managing the waste. So let's discuss each of these points one by one. So household cleanliness means proper sweeping, dusting should take place. There should be no stagnant water. Mosquitoes should not be there. Any kind of mosquito bite should be prevented. So insect repellent should be used. And the wastewater should be properly disposed from the households. To reduce the pollution, what have been the efforts? Using public transport, using carpooling. Carpooling means many people going to the same destination can use the same vehicle. Not polluting the water bodies. No open defecation, reducing the indoor pollution. That could be done by using LPG cylinders rather than the wood for cooking food. So moving to smokeless chula was another concept that has been attained under reducing the pollution. And then avoiding the use of plastic bags for shopping purposes, using cloth bags. The next is energy conservation. Now under energy conservation, switching off the lights when not required, using green energy devices, LEDs in place of CFL bulbs, and then also moving towards renewable sources like solar energy, wind energy as one of the alternatives. So solar cookers, solar heaters are good alternatives. Then we talk about waste management. So waste management, proper segregation of the waste as wet waste and dry waste. So recyclable dry waste, for example, aluminum foils, plastics, bottles, cans could go in one. Under the wet waste, it would come from the food. So any kind of waste which is related to vegetable peels, fruit peels would go under the wet waste. But again, we would also classify one waste as red waste, and this is the reject waste. For example, diapers, sanitary waste. So all those would go under the category of red waste. Now, wherever these waste bins are placed, make sure there are